Hello. People are gonna look at me strangely because I'm talking to my phone. But this is all on my iPod because I'm so lazy and I'm walking, as you can see, and I really can't be bothered getting home. So I'm just gonna upload this in one big video on YouTube straight away as soon as I get home. Welcome to the Whovians too. My name's Sam, and as I walk home, I'm gonna give you a review of the entire Miracle Day show. I said I was just gonna review the first episode, but I enjoyed it so much that I then bought the rest of the series on iTunes. So my review of it, it's sweet. It's actually pretty awesome. It doesn't stand up to the awesomeness of Children of Earth, but it beats the first two series. It does have an annoying American feel to it, whereas the others obviously didn't. But it feels very American in some things and in some aspects, and it becomes very American dominated, which is irritating because generally American stuff. Generally, what? Oh, there we go. Generally, American stuff is just very orientated with destroying it and making it for the general audience, which is irritating. I don't like it when stuff does that. Unfortunately, Torchwood's gone that way, and Doctor Who has sort of gone that way in Series 6. Sort of. At least the first half of Series 6 did. Second half, not so much, thankfully. The Doctor is coming to America. I mean, he's been to America. He's been to America several times. Even in the new series, he's been to America. New York. The fact that America feels that they need to remake everything and, explain everything and make everything American orientated for the American audience to find it interesting is just sad. And in some aspects, the American audience does need that. But in a lot of aspects, it doesn't as well. A lot of people are like, hey, that's not true. Actual Doctor Who American fan. Probably take insult to that. But anyway, back to Torchwood. Torchwood, Miracle Day, is interesting in the aspect that it doesn't deal with alien affairs for once. There's some alien things in it, but not many. It's all Earth orientated. I'm not going to give it away, but the fact that it's not an external force that's causing the miracle is very helpful to the story. It makes it awesomeness. And the original show, I mean not the original show, I mean the plot. And the new characters are cool. I like Rex. Rex is awesome. I like Esther as well. I mean, they're very American, especially Rex. They're very typical American-y, which is irritating. Again, in many aspects, the fact that the CIA comes into it and takes it over really bums me out about the whole thing. Yeah, and the fact that American audiences just need to take it over. Now, I have one problem with Torchwood Miracle Day, and that's its feel that it needs to include as many gay sex scenes as possible, which it does brilliantly, by the way. Captain Jack, thank you very much. 2 gay sex scenes, completely out of nowhere. In fact, one of them is out of nowhere and completely unnecessary. One of them, I suppose, kind of can add to the story it's really forced though. I wish they just shouldn't have introduced that. That would have taken away the MA rating, just made it M, which some people would actually, no, it might not have. No, it wouldn't have. There's some stuff that has made it just M, but it's just unnecessary stuff, really. I'm walking and I'm really tired. But back to the whole America thing. America always needs to remake stuff. If you know the film Attack the Block, I'm sure you do. It's a British film. Nick Frost is in it from Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. Brilliant films. Anyway, Attack the Block. There was talks of America remaking it because the British accent was too thick in it for Americans to understand, which just makes you want to kill someone, preferably American. Of course, all Americans don't deserve this. Not all Americans are thick as bricks. Some are, but you get thick as brick people for every country. Australia's got thick as brick people. England's got thick as brick people. New Zealand's got thick as brick people. France has got a lot of thick people, but I'm joking. But it's even. It's pretty even for every country. You've got smart people, and you've got thick people. And the reason countries like England and Australia have got a lot of American culture in them, especially Australia, England not so much, is because we are force-fed by our television companies so much American television, which is just woefully my aspect. I hate American television, majority of it. Big Bang Theory, that's alright. 2.5 Men's not bad. Star Trek, even though that's not a TV show anymore, that was brilliant. Old American TV was good. Stargate, Friends, How I Met Your Mother, all good. But when you compare the ratio of good American shows and bad American shows, most of it's bad, which is disappointing. This video is nearly gone for 6 minutes long, and I've just been rambling to my iPod. I just realized the aspect ratio is going to be really dodgy. That'll make it better, hopefully. Or maybe my head will just turn sideways. Maybe the entire thing will be sideways. No, my head will just turn sideways. Either way, let's turn back this way. Either way, Torchwood Miracle Day, that was a horrible review, is good. I'll give you a little background information on it. Miracle Day, where to start? Well, first of all, people stop dying. If you watch the trailer, that's pretty blatant and obvious. If you actually watch the show, it's obvious. And people stop dying and shit happens, and Jack starts getting injured and can die, which is really disappointing. I missed his all. That was great. But and then in Torchwood Miracle Day, and then there's all the thing. I like how they left it with a complete cliffhanger, opening the doors for another one, which they will do. But thankfully, Stars, as the new co-producers of the show, I think have realised that releasing a new series every year is not necessary. There's a 2-year gap between Miracle Day and Children of Earth. No one cared, really. There was other stuff to entertain us in the meantime. Doctor Who's a yearly show, but it didn't always. There was a break, remember? A year-long break. People whinged. Go get a fucking life. Sorry for swearing. People need to realise that it's not necessary. Let the show progress as it comes along. Let the show progress naturally. Let the show be what it is. Don't let the show fall under horrible writing. Lots of shows have happened like that. Repetitiveness coming in because it's just a yearly show of the same ideas. You look at Torchwood, and the reason that's successful, and Doctor Who, everything's so fresh each time. It's not repetitive. Something like Doctor Who, that's easy to accomplish because he's got a freaking time machine that can go anywhere. So it's easy to not be repetitive with that. But something like Torchwood, it can be harder. But they've managed to make it not repetitive. Children of Earth was amazing. So was Miracle Day. Both very different though. Of course they were similar, but very different indeed. Shows like House, or maybe something like a House. Again with American TV, they continue for way too long. They go for like 12 seasons each, some 10 seasons usually, and they just get old and boring and sterile. It's something that Doctor Who's been going for years, but like I said, it's easy to keep a fresh story with that show. But a lot of British TV, which is brilliant, 2 or 3 seasons each, and that's it. Which is, I'm about to hit the 10-minute mark. So I should rate Miracle Day as a series overall, like a 10 rating. I'm going to give it a 10, a score of 10. Just 10. No, I'm not going to give it 10. I'm going to give it not a 9, because 9 implies that it was almost perfect, which it was. It had lots of flaws. One problem with the show They should have cut it down to only 6 episodes. 10, they tried to extend it 4 episodes. There's 4 episodes. You could have squished 2 of those episodes into 1. Just made it shorter. Yeah, unnecessarily making it longer, which I suppose is the whole American angle. They like making things longer. Like I said, 24 episode seasons. Again, that's why I like British. It's like butter on toast. American TV is a really thin layer of butter, barely there. British TV is a really thick layer of butter because British TV is rich. 6 episodes series, 3 seasons at maximum usually. And it's just brilliant. American TV, 24 episodes a season, like 10 seasons, like I said, just ridiculously too long. Anyway, I should rate Miracle Day, and I'm going to rate it a 7.5 out of 10. Only because Children of Earth was so much better, and it was a bit of a letdown after Children of Earth. Still brilliant, but a bit of a letdown, and a few arcs of story, and they needed a better explanation for the ending. I mean, they gave you a bit of an idea of what it could be, and the reference to the Doctor. I would have liked more Doctor Who, like actual Doctor Who references. There's only a couple, like 3. And I'd like more Jack. Like more Jack dying, but I suppose that'll be the next show. Also, final episode was excellent. Great ending, great cliffhanger. It wasn't so much a cliffhanger as just a, hey, this is definitely going to continue. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Anyway, I reviewed this week. I did a long video to make up for my lack of videos. Probably a long, boring video. Sorry for the ramble. And I will see you next week. Ta-ta.